Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy eyes, rub the sleepy from my eyes.
Now that everyone's auto.
Now that everyone's settled into the class, I expect Nani to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica have a cheerly conversation before in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice that her intense expression is like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nakatsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri about it a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I caught a glimpse over the book at her. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Oh, good. She sneaks up and glances at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. God damn it! She saw me! She saw me! Well, that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered, sensing that it made her feel uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was just focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading the bit, so... Yeah, that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I just wanted to reread some of it. Not any particular reason. Just curious, how come you just got 2 copies of the same book? Ah! Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy these 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something very obvious here that Seri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear that. Once it starts to pick up, you can... Oh, hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Moravok. There's an ominous look on her eyes in front of the cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. And she gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to choose who to trust. And I write okay, Seri, this sounds like your story. It sounds oddly familiar to what happened to you. Like,
maybe.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Your roommate, it sounded like she's going to be on a nice story that came from from nowhere. Uh-huh. Yuri gently smiles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of stuff? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Oh god. It's just her challenge. I can't read anymore! My tongue!
Oh,
refuses to read! Well, thing happening just wants to be evil. But because they have their own God, they unblockable, they can believe it. They said when you thought that you were related to protagonists. You know, they're made out to be naive for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again! I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in it or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fulfill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm so sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if there's anything starting to talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means that you're passionate about reading. And then I'm completely spacing out and telling her what I want to hear. Right, Seri?
Exactly.
The least I can do is listen. This is Literature Club, after all. Ah! That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it too, right? You don't have to! What are you saying? Just for a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me get the book. I quickly retrieve the book. Why aren't we reading the poem? I want to read the poems! I quickly retrieve the book and I put it into my bag. Where are the poems? What?
You can just put it on auto.
I slip into the seat next to it. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. That's not... God damn it. Why can't I just skip this?
Auto, dummy. Auto.
I could just click really fast. Would that help?
Right there by the save thing.
I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna click really, really fast. Or I'm just gonna not...
Or you can push...
the book and start to the prologue. I see it. Yada yada yada. Yada yada. I'm not reading this. I'm here to read!
Artwork.
Sorry! I was just... God, you apologize. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I really don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... Ah-ha-ha-ha! Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's right next to yours, then I'll hold my book more between the two of us. Ah! I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean into our shoulders, almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in a way, so instead of... Okay! This is a romance game, isn't it? Why?
Hey, Brayden!
Good. Yuri takes her left arm and says yada 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 between her forefingers, yada yada yada, same thing. Okay. Alright, so then I turn the page, Yuri slides right on them, and after flips it to the side. I'm holding it like this time. We hurtled it closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting to me. And it's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I just got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably at least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah? Thanks! We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. I don't think she cares about him reading it, right? Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before so I turn it into my own violation. We continue the chapter in silence, even though turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page and letting it flutter over to the side, and she catches with her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but this main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh, really? You think so? How does she? Oh God, I don't want to read this, but I have to. Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot more ways, but she's also second-guesses a lot of the things that she does. Like she's afraid that she'll do something wrong. God damn it! Why are you putting me through this, Seri? It's not like I see it into your face or in the head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see! You're reading silent for a moment. But Jack, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's embarrassing. That, you think that... Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything! Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess it meant it's more like cute. Ah, what are you saying now all of a sudden? Say that again.
I think it's
God.
time to share today's poems with each other.
Oh God, I can't wait to see what our poem's gonna be like.
Time to wait. If we wait too long.
Oh God.
Down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not that. It's fine. He releases her hand from the book, causing it close. She wanted the moment to last longer, didn't she? Alright! I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I read this with you? I guess I don't have too much presence either way. She totally wants him to read with her. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to him to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up! I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip back into my bag. Seri?
By the way, did you remember to write that poem last night?
Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've been written. Has ever really done... Never done this before? Yeah.
Everyone's ready. Why don't we find someone to share with? Good job!
I can't wait! Seri and I are getting into this to actually pull out their poems. Seri's wrinkled sheet, a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Renegade wrote hers in a composite notebook. I can already see Monoki's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching in their bags. I do the same. Why am I...
Now, who are you gonna read a poem to?
Oh, God.
Or whatever the hell you want.
Why did the music change to this?
Beating up your shit.
I just beat up a can. Oh, God. I just want to curl up in a ball.
After all this auto crap, and we can skip to the good parts.
I still have to pick. It won't auto. So I'm just gonna pick.
Just pick somebody and go down the line, and then afterwards we can go to auto.
I'm just gonna do this and it click. I definitely... Sayori! She's my good friend after all. Sayori. This is a good poem, Jack.
You just read my line. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. I've never done this before, and it is my first time, after all. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would like poem in his spare time, right?
I guess you're right. Impressed me. Well, to be honest, you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Just wrote one. just reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Are you reading this? Because I can't hear you.
That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Seri.
I'm sorry.
I'm not... It's okay. I'm not really sure if Seri sees the full picture of my motivation here. God damn it! How can anybody be this oblivious? And even the game tells you that she's completely this oblivious. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Oh, God. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Seri, aren't you reading?
Rolls on me. I'm waiting for it to catch up.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm
really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy eyes, rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Breakfast.
Seri? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this poem? Totally. No! It's not it.
Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to just a yes or no.
To do it last night.
Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean.
Tried my best.
Yeah. You totally tried your best. You just waited till the last minute to do this, like I do all the time. I didn't mention to say this, but that wasn't a bad poem. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. God, it just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you, Seri.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line. I want breakfast.
I had eggs and toast.
Yum. Even though you were the last, late to school.
Breakfast. Get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is
So much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Why wouldn't let us see our
the
poem?
best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay. Let's see hers. Hi, check.
Jack, having a good time so far?
Yeah, I'm having such a great time.
You're new and everything. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, or other things we could do better, I'm always listening.
An orgy. I'm sorry.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be bringing things up. I'm much better at just going with the flow of things until I'm more settled in.
Would you share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Jack. Well, a little embarrassed today, you know. Sort of barrier that we'll come across.
Yeah, that's true. And money. My poem.
Even though you just slapped words together. I was going, in my head reading it.
It's really
metaphorical. But I guess I underestimated you.
It's the easiest. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it's always counts when I put in some effort. What?
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Imagery and symbolism. Who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. The readers are left to define from their own meaning. Machine to write something like this. We're both allowing people to get some place to get just by feel. Deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years to practice, which I'm assuming that this is the point.
Okay.
So,
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
don't worry so much about that thing. Like slapping words together.
Yeah.
And trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Can we just read our own? It could take a while before I feel more comfortable doing this. Seri.
Hey. I love to see you. That's the best way to find the kind of things you can do. Those might be a little.
I'm squirming under all this.
Oh, you keep going by so damn fast.
I want to go by fast.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Oh, there.
Very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way I do.
I see. Well, let's try and read it then. Hole in the wall. Why? Why hole in the wall? Why hole in the wall?
It could have been worse.
How? How is it worse? She's a cute, animated girl who is basically worshipped by everyone, and her first line in her poem is hole in the wall. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see it. I reel, blind, like a farm left out in the sun. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retains already scorched with permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever and everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that if I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Okay. Okay. You know what this sounds like, Seri, right? Seri, answer my question!
I like to think, but keep going.
That's it! And he on the other side was looking in. Hole in the wall, and he on the other side was looking in. What the fuck is this?
A cage!
Yeah. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and the lines. But performing out loud, it can really be powerful.
That was the inspiration behind this one?
I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently, influencing my poem a bit.
Oh, is it Pornhub that's been influencing your poems? Or those weird ads you find on Craigslist? And empathy.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff about that because it's kind of coming on strongly. One is better friends with each other. Bonk. Anyways, writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain goes to be fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to be perfect, you'll never make any progress. Someone down to paper and tidy it up later. Another way of thinking about this: pin to the same spot too long, it'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Okay. Ding.
Okay, Natsuki. Let's see how cute her poem is. Well, it's about time what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me! That's not like what I said. It's not like what I said was bad, but it didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Okay. Eagles can fly! Monkeys can climb! Crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. This is really cute. This would be a good... not bad for a 10-year-old.
Are you sure she's 10? She might be 12.
I don't know. I don't care. Okay, it's over with. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. He just secretly just telling her what she wants to hear. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in the high school thinks that I'm right. Sophomore and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? You're just writing a style that wouldn't make a message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simply writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. I like to set up my rhyme at the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling at the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what happens when... that's what it means to be a pro! I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect from your youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take any of that away from her. Alright, the one I've been dreading. Yuri. As Yuri reads the poems and notices her eyes lighten up. Exceptional. Eh? What's that? Did I say something out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I really guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for? Aha! Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? You have some energy that indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Seri! Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. That's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly then and looks at the poem again. Well, I know that. I just mean, tries off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason why I was able to tell. God. Damn it. Seri, your turn. Your turn to read her lines.
It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typically for new writers. And having been through them myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. The noticeable thing is I recognize a new writer is that they try to make their style more deliberate. They tend to pick up the writing style separate from the topic matter, and they end up with the results with both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like she's an expert.
That's not something that you can be blamed for. More skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, you're getting them to work together to probably the most challenging part. some time, but it will come to practice, and learning is simpler. Hope that everyone else will be in the club also gives you valuable feedback. Husky can be a little bit
biased? How?
Well, shouldn't be talking about people like that.
It's fine. I'm not sure if you're apologizing to yourself or to me or Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now?
Do. My thoughts in the process.
Yuri smiles dreamingly as if she is in a rare opportunity for her. Oh god. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be literature. This is supposed to be a literature club. Okay, ghost underneath the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light thickens. I flicker back. Interesting. Her handwriting's way better than mine. Or anybody else in this game, to be honest. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
Time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty easy. Is pretty.
So relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It is.
It wasn't too short? For poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
Yeah. Hers is mild compared to Monika's. Are you into ghosts, Seri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jack.
Really? I must have totally missed that point.
You did only glance it over after all. But remember the poems get to. They usually...
Why am I still playing this?
Auto. Got the auto thing right there, dear.
There's a lot more putting that in that way. I haven't heard of that. That's impressive.
Put it on auto if you want to do it faster.
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Keep reading, Seri. Yes, of course.
Read when you're over there flipping through it so fast. I was really nervous about doing all this. I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Jack.
Ah, me too. Yeah, the torch. Oh, God, that monster! He's down here with me? How am I seeing that guy? Okay, Earthquake.